We're back again for Weed Wednesdays. We are talking about a plant called yellow nutsedge today. So this is a perennial plant. It can reproduce via the seeds on top, the rhizomes below the soil surface, or tubers, which this plant happens to not have. Now control-wise, this stuff can be a little bit tricky because it's a sedge, it's not quite a grass, and it's not quite a broadleaf plant. So there's actually very few products that are on label for this. Enlist is one of those, with those new Enlist beans. Products like Bentazon and the Authority, the Group 14s, seem to do a good job even though they are not on label. Control is typically a multi-year effort just because it can reproduce via seed or those rhizomes or those tubers. So if you find this stuff establishing in your field, it's probably a multi-year effort to get it under control. So in terms of a crop pest, this isn't much of one, actually. It really only thrives in really wet conditions. So we are down in the ditch bottom where we are here, but unless your field is constantly flooding or you have lots of depressions that are constantly wet, this probably isn't going to show up and establish in your field very well. So in terms of identifying this plant, I find this one's fairly easy. The first thing you'll notice, I hope it picks up on the camera here, but it does actually have a bit of a yellowish tinge to it compared to the surrounding vegetation. This is a stand of it right here. There's also some scouring rush in here, a really weird plant as well. So that little bit of yellow is really easy to set it apart. Hopefully this picks up on the camera as well. The stem is almost a perfect triangle. So it's really easy to feel in your hands, and that's a really easy way to identify this plant. Now it is considered a tier 2 noxious weed here in Manitoba, which would mean any infestations under 20 acres need to be destroyed. So if you do find this stuff in your fields, you should really be putting some effort into getting rid of it. That's it for today. See you next time.